Sir, you can start now. You can take the control.
Yeah, sure. Before starting my session, let me know people who are in the call so that it might be very clear. So so I can give a very clear description how big data is going to help you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, but voice is not clear, sir.
How about now?
Yeah, it is. I can able to hear, but not that much clear.
I don't know what happened because I was having a meeting call with my Australian teams, one organization where I work with big data. So I'm working currently for projects based on Australia, which is completely related to banking, energy, and retail. So this is all about myself. So let me start my session. So, if you don't mind, may I know who is joining from Wiki? Hello.
Jitin sir, yes sir, tell us. Hello, Jitin sir,
Yeah.
tell us.
If you don't mind, may I know who is the person from? Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell me who is from Wiki joined in this? Is it Vimal or?
My name is Rajesh sir. Vimal is not here.
Okay, Rajiv. Okay, Rajiv. Let me start the session.
Yep, sure sir.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
So before going into the big data, let me tell what is big data and how it is going to help. So big data is nothing but, as the name signifies, it's large amount of data, big data. The size of the data will be very huge. It will not be MBs. It will be more than TBs of data. So the concept behind big data is processing of huge amount of data. That data might be of different variety in the sense the variety might be, it might be photo, it might be audio, it might be video, whatever it is. Then again, the next concept is volume. The volume in the sense, the size of the data. It might be 1 TB or it might be 100 TBs of data. Hello, are you able to hear you guys?
Sir, you are audible sir. You are audible.
Okay. Okay. So next one is the variance. Variance in the sense it is gonna to be like, it might be of different size or structure or a combination of everything. So I got some questions or something. I can hear some noise. Hello?
No question sir. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. So this was the thing which is, yeah. So again, when we are telling about big data, I'll tell you the important concepts behind this. Big data is going to be, massive data volume and data warehousing and processing of unstructured data, social media and sentimental analysis. These are the important areas where the big data involve. Okay. So the next concept is why we are going for big data and what is the reason of big data, why it is demanding. So if you see very good application or very good example which I can tell is Facebook. Everyone is using Facebook and we are aware of the Facebook, the articles and whatever it is coming up in the Facebook. Might be photos, might be videos, and every day it is calculated, like every day from one person's, for example, if consider my Facebook account where I'm having 1,500 friends and there will be people tagging in their accounts. There are people who will be posting something in their accounts, likes, this, that and all, right? So it is calculated that from an individual person's profile, every month we are getting around 2.5 terabytes of data on individuals. So if we calculate 1 month from an individual, we are getting 2.5 terabyte. It is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power 18. This much amount of data we are getting. So it's from one person. Then think about, we are not the only person who is using Facebook. There are lakhs and millions of people who is using, this Facebook. So if there is a huge amount of data, the traditional method what we are doing is we are saving all the data in the servers. From servers through a traditional method we are processing it. So the concept behind big data is instead of storing those things in servers, it is going to be very, once you go for servers, it's very cost effective. First of all, very costly. Second thing, we want to recruit so many people to monitor, to maintain, and so many things. So all these things were there when we go for traditional processing. That's the reason when big data came into the picture. So what we are doing is, whatever information or whatever data or whatever size of the data or whatever the nature of the data we are getting, we are processing it. We are processing it by different technologies. So the technology comes here is Hadoop. Big data is considered one of the, considered umbrella. In umbrella, the top portion is considered as big data, and the stem part is considered as the Hadoop. So it is like a roof. Big data acts as a roof, and Hadoop is the technology where we are going to function. So Hadoop contains two important parts. One is HDFS, the second part is called MapReduce. So HDFS is nothing but it is the portion which is for storage, and MapReduce is the portion which we are going to do processing. The data can be processed by MapReduce and it can be stored through HDFS. This was the concept. So where we are going to use big data, in which industry we are going to use big data? Big data can be used in every industry where we are getting huge amount of data. There is no industry without data. Even from hospital, you move to any government organization, they have huge amount of data. These data are naturally or normally they are storing in servers, where now we are using big data technology for data processing and for storage. So what is who invented and when they invented this big data? Big data has been invented by Cuttings. Cutting is a person who invented this technology, and why he invented this technology is he found that Google is coming up with a new algorithm. Hello?
Hello? Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
We can
what
hear
he
you.
found is, Google has brought some of, yeah. So what he found is Google invented a process which is mainly for processing. And, the other paper which other companies discovered is for storage. So what he did is he collaborated both the technologies, both the papers. Hello?
Hello? I request you all to please
Yeah.
mute your microphones. Please mute your microphones. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, so he found that Google has invented a paper for storage and processing, and he also found there is a new concept behind data warehouse. So he mixed both the technologies together and he produced a paper called big data. That is the process of big data involved. You can see an elephant symbol for big data. Why this symbol? From where this symbol comes from is Cutting's son was playing with the elephant, toy elephant, which was yellow color, and he used to call the elephant as the toy elephant as big data, big data, big data. Not big data, sorry, it's Hadoop, Hadoop, Hadoop. That's how Hadoop involved in big data. That's how he has given the name Hadoop for this big data concept. So in this we have different concepts. What are the concepts are? We have to work on MapReduce, we have to work on Hive, we have to work on Peak, we have HBase, we have Hashstones, we have key, we have Zookeeper, and so many things. This is in the, these are the areas, whatever I said, comes under development. When we go for administrators, we have monitoring, we have installation, we also involved in performance tuning. So when it comes to analytics, we have R, and some of the main areas like SAS type of things which will be coming in analytics. So this big data has three important areas, which is development, admin, and analytics. As per today's environment, developers are paid high, then admins are that not required that much. Then when it comes to analytics, people are more paid for analysts than comparing with developers. Developers and analysts, they are paying very good. But when comparing developer and analysts are paid very high. Because if you want to get into analytics, you should be, like you'll be learning so many algorithms, you'll be learning so many machine learning things, you'll be learning so many analytics process. So this is all about what are the three divisions which we have in big data and the scope. So currently the market is looking for big data people, really, even I am getting so many calls and offers from different organizations. So there is a high demand for big data people. And if you're very interested, why I'm telling you guys can, crack big data is if you're very good in SQL, you can go with Hive. If you're very good in some scripting language, you can learn Pig easily. If you're very good in Java, you can learn MapReduce. End of the day, you're going to generate the code in MapReduce. Why I'm telling you if you're good in SQL, you can go for Hive. Hive is an application where you'll be writing SQL type of syntax and which will be converted to MapReduce. MapReduce is a Java coding. If you're very good in Java, you can directly write MapReduce. If you're not good in Java, you can, if you're good in SQL, write SQL type of syntax to Hive, it will automatically convert to MapReduce. And if you think you are not good in Java and SQL, if you're very good in scripting language, JavaScript or Python or Perl or whatever it is, you can write that. You'll do conversions and at last it will generate a MapReduce. End of the day, we are going to get only MapReduce output. So this is all about big data. So when it comes to openings, every company, they are recruiting huge amount of people with very good salary, and they are not exactly looking for you should be an expertise, because it's a new technology where people are working on research and everyday new concepts and new implementation, new process are coming up with this. Everyday new inventions are happening in this area of big data. This is all about big data, which I would like to share with you. If you have any questions, you can ask.
So there is one question that we have received.
Yeah. Can you please what is the question?
Is Java required for learning big data, Hadoop?
Not exactly. Not exactly. If you can learn, it is not completely gonna to be Java. There are few portions of Java. I can tell you. You have to go with collection, and you want to know the basics of Java. That's it. Even within 2 or 3 days, you can learn it. So it is not that mandatory, but if you have good knowledge, you can get into MapReduce. Is it fine?
Yes, sir. Yes. Anyone has any question, please go ahead and ask.
Hello?
Yes, please ask the question.
Hello, so myself Ayappa.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a fresher. I know some programming language like Java.
Okay.
Yeah, I know about Java. If you need, it is helpful to me for learning Hadoop.
I'm not able to hear your voice properly. Can you come again, please?
No, I know programming language Java like .NET anything. It is helpful to me for learning Hadoop.
I'm not. Can you type over the window because your voice? I'm not able to hear it properly. Can somebody tell me what is the exact question he is trying to ask?
asking that he is from Java and .NET background, and he is just trying to understand how good is it for his career. He's a fresher.
All right. Okay, it's good. So it doesn't mean that you want to be only in Java. Even a .NET programmer, even a C programmer, even a C++ programmer can come in Java. Hadoop big data technology. So it doesn't matter. You should be coming from you should know if you are good in .NET, even you can work on big data with .NET programming. It's a open source software which support everything.
One more question we have received: is Linux required for learning Hadoop?
Not exactly. If you are going to be an administrator, we need, but it is not mandatory, because you're as an administrator of big data, you're not going to work on servers. Only thing is you will be monitoring the clusters through a tool called Ganglia, Naga. There are so many tools. You'll be going to monitor that. So it's not that mandatory to know Linux, but you want to know basic Linux, like creating users through commands, and like how to find the size of a file through Linux command, how to open it, the basic things, which are the very basic things, which it must be. You should be aware of that. It's not that mandatory like you want to be a Linux administrator. Basic thing, even if you read the commands, basic commands, it's more than enough. Any more questions?
Any more questions? Please do ask. I think no more questions, sir.